And welcome back to Wrench Mostly Bioshock.
Now you had the pleasure of Andrew Ryan's company. He's the one who built this place, and he's the one who ran it into the ground. Nobody knows exactly what happened. Maybe he went mad. Maybe the power got to him. Maybe he just decided he didn't like people. Whichever way you slice it, good men died. My family's in a submarine hidden in the foundation of Fontaine Fisheries. I'll meet you there.
Gene banks are interesting things. They allow you to switch your tonics and your plasmids out.
Welcome to the Circus of Value!
What crawls in my garden? But days go by like wind.
Now you'll notice that machines are getting more expensive to buy out, which is why I probably hacked most of the machines in this update. Oh, and that's Rosie. Rosie is the ranged variety of Big Daddy in the game, and if you ask me, they're actually the tougher one to deal with, mainly because if you try running away from them, they'll just shoot you, as opposed to chasing you down and trying to hit you.
I'll go there soon with Mr.
Oh look, a free tonic! Medical Expert just gives you more health from med packs when you use them. I love it when enemies bunch up together in ponds and puddles. And I'll let those idiots deal with the Rosie. Seriously, I'm not touching those things this video. They're way too tough and I don't have nearly enough weapons and ammo to deal with it right now.
Thus saith the Lord!
Now this area down here has a lot of hidden nooks and crannies that I don't really explore. I think there's actually something behind that little waterfall right there. But there is a door back here that has a key code that you need in order to get through. You find it by listening to a journal, but since I'm not listening to journals, I actually don't get to go through that door. I'll probably go back in a later update and open it once I look up the key code. Though to be honest, I don't think there's actually anything all that interesting back there aside from another diary.
Who can blame a lady who craves variety? And one day the gentleman stopped calling.
I really should have hacked the health station before I used it because health stations actually only charge you $10 when you use them instead of $16.
Atlas radioed on ahead. Says You're looking for an invite to the fisheries. Nuts, I say. But if your heads up to the Wharf Master's office and find old Peach on research camera, maybe I could manage an invite. What was that? My friend, you have...
This spider slicer is actually tougher than any of the other spider slicers you'll meet.
I'm sending something first.
And she'll also run away once you get her down to about half health.
That one's too tough for you. Look on the left. You'll find something to keep you alive. Now, go get that camera, and then snapshots of those that crawled on the ceiling. Then I'll let you into the visual. Just remember, sonny friend, I smell an ounce of Fontaine on you, and I'll have you in a box. Atlas gives you the vouch, but I ain't turning my eye just on his say-so.
Grown man jumping at ghosts. Fontaine's dead, and everybody knows it. In the ground for months, and half the place still jumping in his shadow. Christ, even Ryan. You never mind all that. We got work to do.
And the grenade launcher's your standard grenade launcher. Ho-hum.
Ooh, I
Like old Peach knows where to find a research camera. He seems a decent enough sort. No doubt he'll wait until after you've done his errands to stick a shiv in your belly.
That's one of Bioshock's shortfallings, is that while the plasmids are interesting, the guns are really just your standard FPS, you know, pistol, machine gun, shotgun, etc., etc. I think there's one or two interesting alternate weapon fires, but aside from that... Now, Winter Blast is interesting because it'll freeze enemies, and if you kill an enemy while it's frozen and they shatter instead of just straight up dying, then they are completely destroyed and they'll never come back, but they also don't drop any prizes for you, like money or ammo. So you're giving them less health to work with, but you're also sacrificing any reward that you get. Here comes my just habit of exploring every nook and cranny and everything. The only thing that's really down here is an audio diary.
even miles of the water.
And here's something I didn't think would work. Yeah, you can actually hit people from below the grates, but it's not that great of an idea because they just don't have enough room to maneuver. It probably would have been easier to just come up here and kill them the old-fashioned way by chasing them down and whacking them with a wrench. Proximity mines are an alternate weapon for the grenade launcher.
I know your type!
I try to trick the splicer into shooting the Rosie, but splicers are actually smart enough to not shoot Big Daddies, at least not when they're alone. Sometimes a couple will group up and try and take on a Big Daddy, but usually they leave them alone. And when you freeze weapons like this, then the flow actually slows down and makes them easier to hack. And Rosie kills it anyway because the turret accidentally shot it, and so Rosie thought it was an enemy.
I can do this by myself, goddammit!
Oh, and this camera. This fucking camera. So you can actually end an alarm by paying $20, and it just ends the alarm early, sends all the security bots back to where they came from. And here's why this camera is such a bastard. You can't kill it without using a gun or the telekinesis plasmid. Because it's too high to wrench, it's too high to hack, and generally you're gonna have issues with it, if you're not using any guns anyway. And I don't have enough money to shut down the bots. But what I do have is patience. I'm just gonna run away. I'm gonna wait the alarm out. And I'm not gonna make you watch that. Oh, god damn it. This camera was more dangerous than anything I'd ever faced before in the wars. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. No, 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 no. Fuck it. We're going. We're going.
The research camera looks just like one you'd see topside. According to this magazine article I scrounged up, it can also analyze genetic information, parse biological structures, and lots of other $5 words.
Now that he's done talking, we're gonna speed up like we usually. Oh god. Everything's going wrong. I still don't have enough money! I don't know why. Everything is horrible, god damn it. What is even going on? What is shooting me? Stop! Alright, here we go. Again, the security bots are just waiting there very patiently for me to finish messing with the tubing in here. Alright, let's just hack this and... No, stop shooting it! No, stop shooting it! I just wanna... No! Okay, maybe now I can get one on my fight. No, stop shooting it! Oh, and by the way, you spawn right near the unkillable camera. Yeah. On the plus side, you can get this one. And this time the gun's not aimed at me. Aw yeah. Makes it a lot better. Ah! Finally. God damn it. In case you can't tell, this one's kind of a pain to edit because of all the hacking. Why is the turret not shooting her? What's in here? Oh god damn it! No, no, not again. Okay. This one should be easier to take care of. Just gotta get it right. Okay. Unfortunately, there's nothing of interest in here except an audio diary. Although there is a safe, and it has something interesting in it. Heat-seeking RPG. Another alternate ammo for the grenade launcher. Kinda wish I had remembered that. I had that for the later fight in the next video. But what are you gonna do? And here I am not paying attention to the arrow, which would tell me that where I actually need to go is in here. In this room somewhere. But I just completely ignore it because I usually don't look at the arrow. Yeah, here we go. In here, we're gonna find the research camera. As soon as I find out that I can't carry any more ammo.
Jesus loves me, this I know.
This song always creeps me out. Blame Binding of Isaac.
Me so. Little ones to him belong.
The camera. Now give me some snaps on those spider splicers. And don't come back down here till you've got my research.
The research camera is the way that you truly break the game. In any situation, even if you are using guns. Basically, the more research you do, the more rewards you get. And the first research, no matter what, always gives you the first reward, no matter how crappy of a photo you take. The first reward is also always increased damage against the person that you're trying to kill. Camera photos are rated B to A, or C to A rather, and there are certain bonuses and penalties. For instance, there's a penalty for taking the photo of the same person twice, as well as the same machine, same etc, etc. There's also a penalty for taking a picture of something that's dead. You still get a score, but it's really crappy. Also, Security Bullseye allows you to have the security pay attention to splicers rather than you. Kinda useless, but I wanted to show it off. Now, the bonuses you get for the camera photos are multiple subjects in the same photo. You get a bonus, and there's also one for action shots, although I think the action shots only apply when they're focusing on you rather than a splicer. Eventually, the scores will become so low that you cannot possibly get any research done off of that one particular subject anymore.
He says it.
And you're scored based off of how close you are to it, how centered it is, etc., etc. It's basically Pokemon Snap.
You have the research camera? Good. Guess it's time to get to work for old Peachy. Take the man's pictures, and let's get the hell out of this place.
And usually the second reward you get is a tonic. Scrounger allows you to search corpses and containers a second time. Although I think generally the loot is usually better on the first time around.
I'm on to you.
And I'll see you next time.